Hello students, welcome to Narayana online class. We are going to discuss today's thermodynamics. So the first question is the specific heat of the gas at constant pressure is more than that of constant volume. You have to give reason why Cp is more than Cv. The specific heat of gas at constant pressure is more than the constant volume. So at constant pressure, whatever energy we are giving, that is used to, in constant pressure, whatever energy we are giving, that is used to increase the internal energy as well as the work done. Whereas in case of constant volume, whatever energy we are giving, that is used to only increase the internal energy and not the work done. So in the case of Cp, this is used for internal energy as well as work done, whereas in case of Cv, it is only used to increase the internal energy. So Cp will be more than Cv because the external work needed in this case done for allowing the gas at expansion of the gas at constant pressure. So other reasons, if you see, there is a great intermolecular attraction at constant pressure. This is incorrect. At constant pressure, the molecular oscillation is more. This is also incorrect. And due to more reason other than the mentioned. So already we have the reason mentioned here. So this will be the correct answer. So let's move to the next one now. The incorrect equation you have to see. So from this, if you see Cp minus Cv is equals to R, and here it is written as 2R. So other expressions are valid, only this Cp minus Cv is equals to 2R is the incorrect option. So we have to choose which of the following is incorrect option. So this is the answer for this question. Next, we move to the next question. So if you see here, if the ratio of specific heat of the gas is given, so gamma value is given as 1.33, the R is given as 8 point, this is given, R value is given here, the molar heat capacity of steam at constant pressure and constant, so you need to calculate here Cp and Cv. So students, we know Cp will be written as gamma R by gamma minus 1. Now gamma value is given, R value is given. So just we have to substitute the values here. If you substitute the values of gamma and R value if you substitute here, and if you see here gamma value 1.33 minus 1, we will get Cp value will get 33.5 kilojoule per mole. You have to check the unit here. We need the answer in kilojoule per mole. So you have to check the values of R accordingly. Similarly, we have to get Cv. Okay. So if you see Cv formula R by gamma minus 1. So if you substitute the values for Cv, we will get Cv as 25.19 kilojoule per mole per Kelvin. So this is the answer for this question. Okay. So let's move to the next one. The change in the internal energy in joule when 10 gram of air is heated from 30 to 40. So delta T is given, and we will use Q is equals to mCv delta T. Okay. So here we will use the value Q is equals to mCv delta T here. Now here this m is given, so this is given in gram. So we will convert this into kg, we will get 10 to the power minus 2. Cv value is given 0.172, and if you see here, we have to get the answer in joule. So we'll multiply this with 4200, and delta T is given as 10. So if you simplify all this, we'll get Q as 72.24 joule. Here the answer required was in joule, so we need to use this we have to use this conversion, right? So that's why we'll get the Q value as 72. Here we need to calculate, here we need to calculate the internal energy. So internal energy U, we can write it. This is U. U will be mCV delta T. Okay. So we'll get the answer, if you simplify this, we'll get the answer as 72.24, and that will be the answer of this question. mCV delta T we are using it, right? So let's move to the next question. For a gas, the difference between the two specific heats are given. So Cp minus Cv is given as 4150. The units are given. The ratio of specific heat. So gamma, that is Cp by Cv, is given here as 1.4. So my dear students, if you see here, Cp can be written as 1.4 Cv. We will substitute here the Cv value 1.4 Cv minus Cv is equals to 4150. From here, if we simplify, 0.4 Cv is equals to 4150. We need to calculate Cv value. So Cv will be 4150 by 0.4. If we simplify this, we will get 10375, and that will be the answer of this question, students. Okay, so the relations between Cp and Cv and gamma is used here. So be careful on this part. When an ideal diatomic gas is heated at a constant pressure, the fraction of heat energy supplied which is used in doing work. So you have to calculate what fraction of energy is used in doing work. So it will be delta U by delta Q. The fraction of energy, heat energy supplied which is used in doing work. So this is used here. It is heated at constant pressure. Okay, so it is heated at constant pressure. So we can write this relationship. Now if you substitute the value, delta U can be written as NCV delta T and delta Q can be written as NCP delta T. So if you cancel this, this will be cancelled out. We will get 1 by gamma, and 1 by gamma, because it is given here, that is diatomic gas, we will substitute the gamma value, we will get the answer 1 by gamma will be 5 by 7, and that will be the answer of this question, student. Okay. So let's proceed to the next question now. The heat energy in joules when that must be supplied to 14 gram of nitrogen at room temperature to raise the temperature of by 40 degrees Celsius at constant pressure. The heat energy you required here in joule. Okay, so here at room by 40 degree at constant pressure is this what you have to calculate. So we will calculate here first the number of moles. So 14 grams, so it will be 14 by the molecular weight is given 28, so it will be 0.5. You need to calculate the heat energy required here. So here if you see, we will substitute, we need to get delta Q, and delta Q will be equals to NCP delta T. And we know delta T, delta T is given in the question as 40 degree Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius. So if you substitute here, Cp will be, because it's diatomic gas, we can get here the Cp value will be 7 by 2R. So just substitute the value, my dear students, here we will get 0.5 into 7 by 2R into 40. If you substitute all this and simplify, we will get the answer as 70R, and that will be the answer of this question. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question now. 3 mole of a monoatomic gas required 60 calorie of heat here. 3 mole of monoatomic gas requires 60 calorie of heat here to raise the temperature by 5 degrees Celsius at constant volume. So it is given for constant volume. So students, at constant volume W will be equals to 0. So by first law of thermodynamics, delta Q is equals to delta U plus delta W. So this becomes 0. So delta Q will become delta U. Now here 3 moles of monoatomic gas require 60 calorie of heat. Okay, so if you see here, then we have to calculate, then the heat required for 5 mole of the same gas at constant pressure to rise the temperature by 10 degree. Okay, so if you see here, we can write delta, this Q can be written as NCP delta T. This NCP delta T here, okay, because we are required to find the heat required at constant pressure. This is Q2 which is required value, okay, and here Q1 is given to us. Q1 is given as NCV delta T. So if you see here the value, if you substitute, this is given as Q 60, okay, and if you substitute here the values 3 mole CV delta T is given as 5. So if you substitute here the delta T values, we can get CV value. CV value will be coming as 4, okay, just do this calculation. CV value is coming as 4. So CP minus CV is equals to R. So from here we will get CP, student, CP will get as 6. Now we have to plug this CP here back in this equation. So if you plug here the CP, we will get Q2 NCP delta T, right? Now if you see here, N for 5 mole, N is given 5 mole and delta T is given as 10 degree. CP already we calculated 6. So if you calculate 5 into 6 into 10, this is the value. So if you see here, we will get 300 calorie. That will be the answer of this question, right? So let's proceed to the next question now, students. H calorie of heat is required to increase the temperature of 1 mole of monoatomic gas. Here the gas is given as monoatomic. So H is the calorie of heat is required to raise the temperature. So if we write Q will be equals to NCV delta T. Okay. Now for 1 mole, N is given as 1 mole and delta T, student, is given as 10. So delta T is given as 10. And Q is given here as H. So if you substitute all this value, H will be equals to 1 into CV into delta T, that will be 10 here. This is our equation 1. Now at constant volume it is said. So constant volume, so we know at constant volume work done will be 0. So work done will be 0. So whatever delta, whatever Q is there, that will be equals to, is used for increase of internal energy, right? Now the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 2 moles of diatomic gas. So now we have diatomic gas here. So if you substitute here the CV value here, this is monoatomic. So if you substitute here the monoatomic values, the CV value you can substitute as 3R by 2 is equals into 10. This is the value. So from here we will get H is coming to be 15R. This is, I name this as equation number 1, student. Now the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 2 moles of diatomic gas. Now we have diatomic gas. So Q2 we need to calculate. Q2 will be equals to, for Q2 we have to find what is the heat required. So Q2 will be equals to N Cp delta T. Okay. Now here N is given as 2 moles and it is diatomic. So diatomic we will plug the values as, we will plug the value for diatomic Cp value. So it will be 2 moles. N is given as 2 moles. So we will substitute here the value as 2. And what is the rise in temperature, student? It is given as 5. So 2 into Cp into 5 is equals to Q2. This Q2 we need to find in terms of H. Okay. So Q2, if you substitute here, it will be coming as, Cp value will substitute 5R by 2. So it will be coming as 25R. Q2 is coming as 25R. So what is R? R we can write here from the student here, R will be equals to H by 15. So just substitute here R value, it will be 25 into H by 15. So if you simplify it here, it will be going in 5 and 3 times. So Q2 is coming as 5H by 3, and that is the answer of our question. 5H by 3, that is the answer of our question. So what we have done, quickly we analyze this. Q was given, so Q, from there we'll get one equation, we'll get equation as H is equals to 15R. This Q2 we need to find, Q2 will be NCP delta T, from there we'll get Q2 as 5H by 3, and that is the answer for our question. So let's proceed to the next part. 70 calorie of heat is required to raise the temperature of 2 moles of ideal gas at constant pressure. So heat required, Q is given as NCP. At constant pressure it is given delta T. Now this Q is given as 70, N is given as 2, Cp, and delta T value is 5. Okay, the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of the same gas through same range at constant volume. Now you have to find the same value for constant volume here. So Cp we can calculate here. Cp will be coming as 7. So if you calculate Cp, we know Cp minus Cv is equals to R. Okay, so from Cp minus Cv is equals to R. So from here we can get the Cv value, right? We'll get the Cv value here. So Cv will be coming as, if you substitute here, we'll get Cv value. Now from this Cv value, what we have to calculate? The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of the same gas at constant pressure. So here we need to calculate Q2. Q2 will be equals to, at constant volume it is saying, so NCV delta T. So NCV delta T, Cv will calculate here. Here in the question, the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of same gas through same range. So same range, everything is given same. So we can substitute here the N value as same. N is 2, Cv, and delta T is also given same. So we'll substitute all the value, we'll get the answer as 50 calorie. And that will be the answer of this question. So 50 calorie is the answer of this question, student. Right? So this is how you have to proceed. Let's move to the next one. A cylinder of fixed capacity 67.2 liter contain a helium at STP. So first of all we'll calculate number of mole, students. Here the number of mole we can calculate, it is 67.2 divided by 22.4, at STP it is given. So we'll get N as 3. Number of moles we got it 3. The amount of heat required to rise the temperature of the gas by 15 degree. They are asking you to find the amount of heat required to rise the temperature here by 15 degree. So here what is given here? You have to find the amount of heat required, Q. Now if you see here, if you see here, the gas Cp we can write here, the Cp value will be, if we write here the Cp value, Cp can be written as 5 by 2R from here. Okay, and Cv value also we can write. Cv value will be 3 by 2R. Now the amount of heat required they are asking for raise the temperature here by 15 degree. So whatever, because it is having fixed capacity, whatever means whatever U will be there, that will be equals to our Q value. So we can write U will be equals to NCV delta T. Cv value we already have here. So N into 3 by 2R into delta T. Okay. So if you substitute here, the R value is given, delta T is already given 15 degree. If you substitute all this value, we'll get U as 560.9, and that will be our required value for this question. Okay, because that will be used here to rise the temperature here. So this is the answer for the question. Okay. So if you see here the next question, the relation between the internal energy U, pressure P, and volume V of a gas is given by the relation U is equals to A plus B PV. Now it's an adiabatic process. So as adiabatic, we'll know PV gamma is equals to constant will be the relation for adiabatic, and Q will be equals to 0 in the adiabatic process. So whatever, if we apply by first law of thermodynamics, students, if we see by first law of thermodynamics, whatever Q is coming to be 0, so whatever work done, that will be thermodynamics, we can write here whatever delta Q will be equals to delta U plus delta W. So delta Q will be, delta U will be minus of delta W, right? This is what we can write here. So delta U is coming minus of delta U, and this U is given to us. So we'll write here, we can write delta U as D U also. So A plus B PV. We can write, because this is the fractional change here, this is the differential change. This can be written as PdV with minus symbol PdV, right? So if you just do this differentiation here, this is for constant, and for this value we can write it as, we can write here B PdV plus B V dP, and this will be equals to minus PdV, student. Okay, so this will be equals to minus PV. Now if we arrange the dV value one side, what we can get, B PdV plus PdV will be equals to minus BV dP. Okay, now we'll take this dV term common. So if we take dV term common, here we have this BV dP. So if we take the dV term common here, we will get dV common BP plus P, and this will be equals to minus BV dP. Okay, now you divide dV here and you divide dP here. So if we take again, we can take this P out. So we can write here B plus 1. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll divide this BP dP by this. I am writing it here. So we can write here as dV by V, dV by V, and here we have dV by V here, and here we have this side of the equation, we can write here dP by P. dP by P here. Now just rearrange the things here. Here we have one minus B here, and here we have dV by V. So here we have B plus 1. Okay, this is what we have here. So what we have done here, just we rearrange the thing. So if you take this integration both side, if you take integration this both side, what we'll get? We'll get here ln Pb into b to the power 1 is equals to ln C. We are integrating both side. On integrating both side, we are getting this. Okay. Now ln can be cancelled out here both side. On ln can be cancelled both side here. What we can write here? P. Now we need to get the value PV gamma. We need to get the answer in PV gamma form. So if we write here, we'll write B plus 1 by B is equals to C. So our gamma is value is coming as B plus 1 by B, and that will be the required answer for this question. Okay, so this is the required answer for this question. What we have done sequentially, I just quickly summarize the things. U is given, so we need to get this gamma value from this equation. As Q was 0, here we applied the first law and we get delta U will be equals to minus delta W. Okay, now we use this delta in a differential form and use this minor differentiation here and use the rearrangement here. Once we get this, we will get dV by V is equals to minus BP dP by B. Now integrate both sides. So this dP by V will be ln V, and this is constant. So this constant will go on the power of this one. So we will get V to the power B plus 1, and similarly this will also go on power ln P to the power B. We use the ln substitution, as it is in sum, we can multiply it and both side ln cancelled out. So we get PV b to the power 1 b plus 1 by b. That is the required answer for the question. So let's proceed to the next question now. This question, if you see, if the ratio of specific heat of neon is 1.667, so Cp by Cv is given as 1.667. Okay, R value is given to us 8.312. Okay, so if you see here, we can write here, we know Cp minus Cv is equals to R. Okay, so if you write here, Cp can be written as 1.667 Cv minus Cv is equals to R, right? We have used this substitution here, so we'll get 0.667 Cv is equals to R. So from here, what we can write, students, Cv will be equals to R by 0.667. Now here we need the answer in we need the answer in this value, joule per gram per Kelvin here. So we need to divide it, the whole value, by molecular mass here. Okay, so if you divide it here, we'll get the answer as 0.6174 Cv value. Now student, you know what is Cp? Cp is 1.667 Cv. Okay, so now we need to substitute here the Cv value, 1.667 into 0.6174. 0.6174. So if you simplify this, we are getting the answer as 1.029, and that will be the answer of this question. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question, student. The change in the internal energy in joule when 20 gram of gas is heated from 20 degrees Celsius to this. So here delta T is given as 10 degree. Okay, now if you see here, we need to get the answer in calorie, and Cv value is given to us 0.18 kilocalorie it is. We need the answer in joule. Okay, so we can calculate here, delta U will be equals to mCv delta T. Just you need to substitute here 20 gram. So just substitute 20 gram in kg here. Cv value 0.18, and here you need to convert this into joule. So we'll multiply this and delta T. If you simplify all this, we'll get answer as 151.2 joule, and that will be the answer of this question, student. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question now. A cylinder of fixed capacity 67.2 liter at STP is given. So already we have done the question here. We need to get the number of mole and use the formula to get this. This is the answer. Just 2-3 questions back we have done it. So this is repeat one. So if you see here, the specific heat of a gas at constant volume has the following data here. So density of the gas at NTP is given. Okay, so density is given, Cp by Cv ratio is given. Cp by Cv ratio is 1.4, that is gamma value is given, right? And it is given also in calorie. And this ATM pressure is also given here. So if you see here, ATM pressure, this P is also given. So we know Cv can be written as R by gamma minus 1, right? We can write this Cv. Now if we know ideal gas condition, PV is equals to nRT, we can write here RT here. If we take N as 1 mole here, so what we can write here? We can write here PV is equals to nRT. This V can be written as, in terms of density, we can write mass by molecular mass is equals to RT. So if you write here in terms of, this one, density is equals to mass by volume. Density we know is equals to mass by volume. So we can write here, this volume will be equals to mass by density. Mass by density. So just substitute here this volume in terms of mass and density. So we write here this volume in terms of mass and density. What we can write? we can write here mass by density rho. Okay, so if we write here P by rho, T will be equals to R by M. This is the required value here. Now here we need the answer in kilocalorie per joule. So we can write this CV in terms of kilocalorie as R by M gamma minus 1. Okay, this R by M we can substitute here. R by M we can substitute P by rho T gamma minus 1. This is CV. Okay, so if you substitute here the values given, we will get CV values. If you see here, if you substitute the values here, we will get the CV value. The CV value will be coming as 4.88. Now this will be in, we need the answer in kilocalorie, so we will divide it by 4200, and if you divide this answer by 4200, it will be coming as 1.192, and that will be the answer of this question, student. Okay, so this is how you have to proceed here in this question. So let's move to the next question now. When a diatomic gas expand at a constant pressure, the percentage of, so here it is given as diatomic gas. Okay, so for diatomic we know gamma will be equals to 7 by 5. The percentage of heat supplied that is used to increase the temperature of the gas in doing external work. So the percentage of heat supply you have to calculate in doing this external work. So we need to calculate here du by dq. Du by dq. So you know, student, du by dq we can write here NCV delta T, and here we can write NCP delta T. So if we cancel this, we will get du by dq as NCP by CV. This will be 1 by gamma. And if you substitute the gamma value here in percentage, you can calculate. If you substitute the gamma value 1 by 7 by 5, and if you do it in percentage value du by dq, this is the fraction value. If you multiply it by 100, we will get the percentage as 71.42. Okay. Now if you calculate dw by dq, student, it will be nr delta T by NCP delta T. Okay, so this will be R by delta T cancel, N cancels, we will get R by CP. If you substitute the value, it will be 2 by 7 here, and for this if you calculate the percentage, it will be 28.75%. So this will be the answer of this question, student. So let's proceed to the next question now. The volume of 1 kg of oxygen at NTP is this. The specific heat of oxygen at constant volume is given to be 653. So you need to calculate here the specific heat of oxygen at constant pressure. So Cp you need to calculate. Cp, you know, Cp minus Cv is equals to R. So we can write Cp minus Cv is equals to R. So we can write Cp will be equals to R plus Cv. This can be written as R by gamma minus 1, and this constant pressure, this is given as 653, and this R is given 8.3, and if you see here, if we divide it by this, the molecular mass here, R by this molecular mass here of oxygen, that is 32, we will get the Cp value here. So if you simplify this and convert this value in terms of the required joule per kg per Kelvin, we will get the answer as 913, and this will be in joule per kg per Kelvin. So 13 gram it is there, so 32 grams, so it will be 10 to the power 3, because we need the answer in kg. So this will be taken as in consideration. So check the units, because here we need not the answer in mole. So here it will be joule per kg per Kelvin. So this is just a unit conversion question. Just be careful on this part. Let's move to the next one. 294 joule of heat is required to raise the temperature of 2 mole. So N is given as 2. 294 joule of heat is given. So Q can be written as NCP delta T. This is given as 294, n is given 2, n is given as 2 and delta t is given as 5. Delta t is given as 5. So from here if you calculate, we can calculate the value of Cp here. Now the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of the same gas through same range at constant volume. Now we need Q dash, this is Q1, we need Q2. So from here we will calculate Cp, then we will get Cv value. So if you calculate here Cp, just simplify a little, Cp we can calculate here. Cp student, Cp will be coming as 29.4 and we know Cp minus Cv is equals to R. So from here we can get Cv value as 26.3. Just use this Cp minus Cv value is Cp minus Cv value, we will get Cv value from here in this question. Now you need to get Q2. Q2 will be NCV delta T. Just see the just use the substitution here, n value it is given, same range and same values are given. So if you do this same range and same volume, we will get the required answer for this question. N is given as 2, Cv already we calculated and range will be 10. Okay, so just do this calculation, you will get the answer for this part. So next question, if you see, 1672 calorie of heat is given to 1 mole of oxygen at 0 degree. Okay, keeping the volume constant. So volume is constant. So at constant volume, we know student W will be equals to 0, and if we apply the first law of thermodynamics, by first law, what we can write? Q is equals to U plus W. So W will be 0. W will be 0 here, so Q will be equals to U. Now we can write as Q is equals to U, this will be equals to NCV delta T. Now you need to plug the values here. Rise in temperature you have to calculate. So this 1672, it is given in calorie, N is given to us 1 mole. CV value we will get 5 here and delta T we need to calculate. So if we simplify this, we will get delta T as 334.40 degrees Celsius. That will be the required answer for this question. Okay. Use here Cp value is given, so from there we can calculate Cv. The required answer format will be this one. So students, here we come to the end of today's paper discussion. Just revise all the concept properly. The selected questions which we have taken will give you a good clarity of overall topic. So that's all for today. Thank you.